first question will be Brennan Seminoles from Noles 247.
Hey, Jarques, nice to meet you. Welcome to Tallahassee.
Thank you. Great to be here.
So when you entered the transfer portal, it seemed like things moved really, really quickly. I guess, what about Florida State and this opportunity that was presented to you made you move so fast on that chance?
Being a Seminole, it's been just in my family, in my bloodline. We always been Seminole fans. Just since day one, since I was a baby, I always wanted to play for Florida State. So when Coach Norvell gave me the offer, I just wanted to come here and play.
This will be Irish O'Fell from Warchant.
So was it did you do much research on your own into like what the depth chart looked like or what the opportunities would be, or were you getting most of your information from Coach Norvell and the coaches?
Usually when I make decisions like this, me and my family, we do our research. I've been watching Florida State for a while now, really my whole life, and almost every year I make sure I keep track of Florida State just because I'm just always a fan of them. So I already know how the defensive backbone look like, and I just felt like I can help out and do my best.
This will be Chris Lee from Noles 247.
Out of high school, did this opportunity in any form show up for you in the sense of FSU recruiting you at all, or was it something that just wasn't in the cards coming out of American Heritage?
Coming out of American Heritage, most likely the in-state schools like Florida State, Miami, and Florida, they wanted me as a receiver. So the opportunity of playing defensive back here, I didn't get that chance, and I wish I did. But that's how life is.
This will be Avalon Harvey from Warchant.
Hey, Jarques, I don't know if I saw that on your arm. Is it Delray tattooed on your forearm there?
Delray tattooed on my forearm.
All right, so with all due respect to Fayetteville, Arkansas, being a Florida kid living in Fayetteville, Arkansas for 3 years, just in terms of just being happy as like a human being, to be back in Florida, I mean, where are you with that, and how much can that affect just your day-to-day life and the way you play football?
Now I feel like it's God's blessing, because now my mom can finally see me play one of my first college football games in Florida. So I feel like me playing is just gonna be up to par. I'm gonna make sure I play my heart out for the state, and just try to make fans and coaches and my teammates proud at the end of the day.
This will be Kurt Weiler from Tallahassee Democrat.
Hey, Jarques. It sounds like you didn't need much convincing, but I mean, obviously, just the history of especially DBs here. I guess, how excited are you to kind of be a part of that after being a lifelong fan?
It still feel like a dream, but at the same time, I still have to wake up, get up every day, and make sure I work out 100% or 200%, just how Deion Sanders did, just how Jalen Ramsey did. One day I want to be on that same level as them. So it's a blessing, but at the same time, you still have to work.
Next week, Matt Marshall from the Orlando Sentinel.
Hey, Jarques, how much of what looking at Florida State, what they went through last year, how much of this idea of getting them back to that dominance like they were back in the early 2000s, how much of that kind of appealed to you to come back here and play for them?
That was the first thought in my mind, just coming back here and just trying to help the team out before we can be back on the national championship level, how they were. And, I just want to build the best bond with my teammates, my brothers now, and just let them know, like, anything is possible as long as we put our mind to it. As long as we work together, we can do anything. So I'm just ready for us to put pads on, just get in the spring and start bonding.
We'll go back to Ira from Warchant.
So like when Florida State won the national title in 2013, was your family, do you remember watching that team, and were you a big fan at that point?
Yes,
already?
Yes. I made sure we made sure we watched almost every Florida State game, championship game. I think I still have that hat when they won. They held up the crystal ball. So yeah, so we watched that game. Ain't nothing we missed. We don't miss that.
That could be Bob Conte from the outfield.
Hey, Jarques, appreciate your time. I'm curious, as a Florida State fan, I'm sure you had a moment where you walked into Doak Campbell Stadium or maybe walking around the campus where it kind of sunk in that you were here. This was the home for you. Maybe can you describe just walking around Doak or the indoor practice facility, the campus, just the emotions of just knowing this was the place?
I remember I think I was like in 5th grade or 6th grade. Me, my mother, and my grandmother, and my little brother, we drove up here for a football camp, Florida State. And when I first stepped on campus, it felt like home. I told my mom, I was like, this is school I want to go to. This is school I want to land at and build my legacy. And it just felt like home. Ain't nothing changed. I have family and friends around me in Tallahassee. So as soon as I stepped foot back on campus this year, starting on January 2nd, it felt that same way from me being a 6th grader all the way to almost my last 2 years in college. And it just felt like a blessing. I'm just happy.
We'll go back to Brendan from Noles 247.
Can you take us back to the moment you got the offer from whether it was Coach Norvell or whichever coach you spoke with and what that meant for you? And then can you also talk to us about when you mentioned your mom a couple of times, when you told your family about this opportunity, what her reaction was like?
As soon as I hit the transfer portal, a few hours later, Coach Norvell called and was like, he wanted me to join the family. He lets me know that the people that they recruit, that they pick out hand first. And, I felt special. And I was still shocked at the moment. Like I was still talking to Coach Norvell in Florida State. And I just asked him, I was like, so Coach, does that mean I got the offer? And he was like, yes, of course. He said, yeah, you do. And I was like, wow. I said, all right. And I said, can I call you back real quick? He's like, yes, sir. I hung up the phone. I called my mom. She was like, so what did he say? I was like, I guess I'm going to be a Seminole. And the whole family, I had like all my siblings and my father and everybody jumping and just happy that I was just coming back home in the state of Florida.
Next will be Dean Williams from Warchant.
Yeah, I know you've only been on campus for a couple of weeks, but you're coming in with a couple other pretty accomplished defensive backs and Brandon and Jamie. Have you guys already formed a friendship coming in with that position group? Are there any other players you've kind of formed early bonds with?
Jamie, Bam, it's a lot of people that's on in the secondary that's still here as now. We all just combining together because at the end of the day, we want to be known as DBU. We want to shock the world and let them know the things that we can do, and that we want to let them know that we're the best defensive backs in the nation. So we all just always hanging around each other, just getting to know more about each other, about each other's families, and things that we like to do. So us as a group, we're creating a bond.
We'll go back to Kurt from the Democrat.
I guess, you and all the transfers and new guys got kind of thrown right into it with the tour of duty. I guess what's that been like for you? Have you seen maybe a different side of the coaches from what you saw when they were recruiting you and you're in the portal?
It was the same side, really. I felt like they were just being honest. They told Coach Norvell told me when I first came here, or when I first got on the phone with him, that it's gonna be some days that he's gonna dig off in me and let me know it's gonna be hard work and dedication, that he just wanted me to be consistent, just keep on working. So life is not given. You have to earn everything that you want in life. So I feel like that's what Coach Norvell trying to build in us and breed in us, that we have to keep working every day for something that we want.
All right, we'll go back to Aslan from Warchant.
Jarques, how much time did you put into the decision to opt out last year, and just where are you at right now, just in terms of excitement to get back playing the game that you love?
It was a hard decision for me and my family to opt out. It was COVID situations of where I was quarantined twice. I never had COVID, and I felt alone. I was sad that I was away from home, that I couldn't get the help that I wanted to since I was quarantined, and especially things back with my mother as well. And we just made a family decision. It just felt like it'll be better if I come closer to home. A family could come either stay up here or visit me at least, instead of just being 24 hours away. So that right there was the biggest hit.
We'll go back to Chris from Noles 247.
How would you describe your game and talking to Coach Fuller and Coach Woodson partly during that recruiting process? How do you think you fit into what they want to do in the secondary?
I feel like I played 2 years in SEC. A chair on the field. I feel like I'm aggressive. I love to play man. That's my go-to thing. I can play zone. I can come up and tackle, make plays, and I feel like how Coach Woodson described, we just need our DBs to make plays, and Coach Norvell want playmakers as well. So that's why he brought all of us in to add on to this great defensive back group that we have here as well.
We'll go back to Ira from Warchant.
So why did you not want to play wide receiver coming out of high school?
The reason why I didn't want to play wide receiver because like my whole family, household, or close friends to the family, everyone played defensive back. My father played with my godfather, Antoine Winfield Jr. at University of Ohio State. And my first cousin is Brandon Flowers. He played for Virginia Tech with Cam Chancellor and everybody. And same about J. Ron Hosley. So I know my whole family background is just defensive backs. And I didn't want to be the only one to stand out and be the receiver in the group. So I just felt like all the techniques and stuff that they taught me at a young age, I can just buy it in and just play as well, just like them.
All right. Thanks, Jarques.